Good afternoon and welcome to the SGB News. I'm your host and I'm joined here today with the camerawoman and director of photography, Shannon Gibbons. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now tell us a little bit about your new thriller film opening that has hit the world in the last few weeks.
So Cold Season is an opening that I created with two other people based on a detective who abducts a child from his local area and gets put on the case to solve it. Along the way he finds himself remembering that night and does his best to cover his tracks.
So we wanted to take about the target audience for your film to give us a little insight on how filmmakers' minds work. For those of us who don't know, could you explain what demographics are and what ones you are seeking to target as your primary audience?
Demographics is a population divided into categories such as race, age and gender. They are then broken into bands depending on people's jobs or status. I am seeking for my audience to be a mix of all classes with all sorts of job roles, as we portray two different kinds of people within our opening. Obviously Adrian is a middle class detective and Charlotte is an unemployed alcoholic and drug addict. So I feel like there are some ways where, no matter what class you're in, you can relate to some of the characters' views.
What about the aspects of age and gender?
It's definitely a narrative for both men and women. It's far from gender biased. And as for age, we are aiming for mid-teens to middle age due to the fact that the content is quite inappropriate for younger audiences. And we feel that older audiences wouldn't interact more and feel like it's enjoyable.
In addition to demographics, I'm aware that there are also psychographics. Could you explain this?
Psychographics are the study of attitudes and people's aspirations. So for our media piece, we wanted to aim for mainstreamers, aspirers and explorers. This is because it's like most people fall into these categories, so it gave us a wider audience altogether.
This is all we've got time for today on SGB News.